My name is Margaret Lee, but people in town used to call me the woman who lost everything. I was just 21 when I fell in love with James. He was charming, confident, and full of big dreams. We married young, built a small home in Ohio, and promised each other forever. I believed him. I believed in us. For years I supported him. I worked 2 jobs while he chased his dreams. I paid the bills, cooked dinner, raised our son, and waited for life to get better. But instead, it got worse. One morning I woke up to find a letter on the kitchen table. It said, "I can't do this anymore. I found someone else. Don't look for me." Just like that, my world ended. I sat on that kitchen floor for hours, holding that piece of paper, shaking, crying. My little boy, barely 5 years old, looked at me and said, "Mommy, are we going to be okay?" And through my tears, I lied, "Yes, baby, we're going to be okay." But the truth was, we had nothing. He had emptied our bank account and left me with debt, rent overdue, and a heart that didn't want to beat anymore. I worked at a diner, cleaning tables by day and crying in the bathroom at night. Sometimes I skipped meals so my son could eat. People pitied me, whispered behind my back, "Poor Maggie, her husband ran away." One night, I looked at my reflection in a cracked mirror and said, "This isn't the end. This is the beginning." I took a small business course at a local community center. I studied late into the night while my son slept. I started baking cookies and selling them from my tiny kitchen. At first, I sold 10 boxes a week, then 20, then hundreds. I called my brand Maggie's Magic Bites. Within 5 years, I opened my first bakery. 10 years later, I had stores across 3 states. People loved my story, the single mom who turned heartbreak into hope. I was invited on talk shows, featured in magazines, even received an award for Women Entrepreneurs of America. But the most unforgettable moment came 15 years later, when James walked into my bakery. He looked worn out, older, and defeated. His business had failed. The woman he left me for had abandoned him. He said softly, "Maggie, I made a mistake. Can you forgive me?" I looked at him, the man who once broke me, and said, "I already did. The day you left, you gave me the chance to find myself." I handed him a box of cookies and wished him well. Now I'm 74, sitting by the window of my big home, watching my grandchildren play. I smile because I know every tear I cried was a seed that grew into something beautiful. I wasn't the woman who was left behind. I was the woman who learned to rise,